Ladies and gentlemen, you may have heard that behind me, this is an Xbox. I've been assured of that fact. However, I can't seem to figure out how to get the disc in. And I've been trying for over an hour. But don't worry. I will find a way. I will.
Have at thee!
I want to share some thoughts I've been having around Xbox and their current strategy. It just seems so strange to me, like they are playing pin the tail on the donkey with their business, just hoping something works. And I don't mean that I think Xbox is dead or dying. I think they are making a lot of money, and they're going to continue making a lot of money. I just wonder if what they are turning into is going to benefit gamers in the long run. The idea that you can play whatever game you want on whatever device you want seems awesome. Who wouldn't want more choice in a given market? I mean, that's how distribution generally works for music and books. In the olden times of yore, you never had to worry about whether a brand of DVD player would be compatible with the movie you just bought. But it does not work that way currently for games. And if Xbox is the only platform making that shift, and doing it with technology like xCloud that is not fully matured, I can't help but wonder if they're going to be caught without a place to sit when the music stops. To be sure, Sony and others are working on cloud too, but it isn't leading their messaging. Xbox seems allergic to building a strategy around making great games, specific games. It's as if they have this idea that the people yearned a game, and they will play anything. It's just that gaming hasn't been made convenient enough or simple enough. So what follows is where I'm at currently with my understanding of Xbox, or lack thereof, but I would love to know what you think about the future of Xbox. Please let me know down below. I think we can all admit Xbox has had a weird year. While yes, Indiana Jones was great, and Black Ops 6 was awesome, and probably making them loads of sweet cashola, their messaging has been all over the place. They sat us all down for the Xbox business update in February, to announce the beginning of the end for Xbox exclusives. They shut down Tango Gameworks despite the studio having released the critically lauded and award-winning Hi-Fi Rush, and they have given us a handful of confusing and seemingly contradictory statements across interviews with the C-suite and a string of strange advertisements. When they partnered with the Amazon Fire Stick, they let us know that no console was required. In fact, they said, you don't need an Xbox.
You don't need an Xbox. You don't need an Xbox.
Ha! They followed that up by helpfully telling everyone just exactly what was an Xbox. Okay, guys, so the thing is, the song is copyrighted, but I'm not going to leave you hanging. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. This, or you should get with that. This or that. This or that. This or that. Where did they get an idea to do something like that? The point is, stop saying, you don't need our product, and start saying, our product's everywhere, our product's available, our product's convenient, oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, this is better messaging than, you don't need an Xbox, but I still think it's missing the mark. It's no longer negative, but it's not exactly positive either. It's weirdly neutral. This is an Xbox. Okay, so the idea that your console, your TV, your computer, your phone, your laptop, your grandmother's boyfriend, your Fire Stick, and your iPad are all Xboxes is pretty cool. If you already like Xbox, all of these devices are great supplements to your console or PC, but they aren't Xbox on their own. They can't play discs. They aren't backwards compatible. If anything, all these things are Game Passes, but not Xboxes. xCloud on my iPad works fantastic for single-player games like Mass Effect 3 LE, which I am going to finish my replay of by New Year's, even if I have to play it every time I'm in the bathroom. But xCloud is, respectfully, hot nasty trash for multiplayer like Black Ops 6, and I know that that's subjective based on my Wi-Fi, etc., but that's kind of the point. It's not really plug and play like a console. It's supplemental to my gaming diet, so it's an odd choice to be what you run your ad campaign around. Unless you are trying to target users who are not already on console or PC. And that does appear to be the case for Xbox. They are looking to pick up people who play on tablets, on phones, people sitting in front of a TV with no console underneath it. But how exactly does "this is an Xbox" do that? Imagine a commercial for a video streaming service like Netflix or Max or Amazon Prime. This is a Netflix, that's a Netflix, your mom's a Netflix. Ridiculous. The streaming services all advertise the same way. They showcase the movies and series you can watch on their service. And yes, you can watch it on anything, but people don't subscribe to Netflix because it's on their phone. They subscribe because they want to see just how old the cast of Stranger Things is going to look in season 5. Netflix being on the phone is just a convenient bonus. Telling people this is an Xbox is way better than telling them that they don't need an Xbox, but it doesn't explain why they should care that they are surrounded and hemmed in on all sides by an overwhelming number of undercover Xboxes. It's gotta be about the games, and I'm not convinced that the only thing keeping mobile gamers from playing on Xbox is the price tag. Maybe they just prefer mobile games. The weird little freaks. Are people who currently have no interest in console gaming going to realize their Samsung TV is an Xbox, surprise, and immediately go online and order a $60 controller so they can play Gears E-Day? Oh, hey, I always forget to say this, but if you're enjoying the video or what I do on this channel, please consider subscribing. It would really help me out a lot with growing the channel. And maybe mosey on over to the like button. Xbox is seeking to expand, and they are casting their eyes toward a future that they predict will be dominated by mobile, PC, and cloud. And maybe they're right. But that future is A, not yet reality, and B, still going to be dominated by the games themselves, which brings me to a second point. As I said earlier, Netflix has the show about to come out with the old people playing teenagers. HBO Max is the only place you can watch Barry. Apple TV is the home of Severance. Amazon Prime has, I don't want to talk about that bullshit, but they have exclusives. Maybe Xbox doesn't need exclusives, but Game Pass sure does. If you're trying to get people to opt into your subscription service, it seems like a really weird move to toss all the bait to all four corners of the earth. Xbox games are now on PlayStation, on Steam, and they are soon to be on the Switch too. Not the Switch as well, the Switch second iteration. It really should have called it the Super Switch or the Switcheroo. Riddle me this. What's the compelling reason to stream Indiana Jones over Wi-Fi onto your phone when you can buy it on the PS5 you already own? Just so you can play it on the toilet? Is that it? Just so you can play it in public at the club? Xbox is clearly desperate to grow after spending over $80 billion on IP and studio acquisitions, and they seem to be doing it like an amorphous blob, trying to squeeze into every nook and cranny they can. The best way to describe this year seems to be that Xbox is continuing to distance themselves from a hardcore player base that has up until now been their bread and butter, all in the hopes of growing a potentially larger, more profitable audience of heretofore untapped gamers. People on mobile who want to play with a controller clip in public where people can see them, for instance. That seems risky as hell, but it just might work. However, I don't think console or PC gamers will see much benefit in that. But yay for the shareholders! And that Xbox is why your vibes are off. I should go.